What's up guys, Splooge here. I'm back with another build video. This time I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna run through this mission, Lincoln Memorial, because I'm farming for Erodi. This is on challenging, because it is not invaded this week. But anyways, I matchmake because you get more drops with more players. So there's that. Plus I want to actually demonstrate my damage numbers versus everybody else's. When the mission's over with, so there's that. But yeah, I'll show you the build and everything after the fact. You also kind of see how I play with the build, because that's key in a lot of these. If you don't really know how it works, I feel like that's important. Oh man, I love those people. The people that really just get all in there and then they go down. Like I'm about to. Not today. Meh, meh. Ooh, gotta get that special. Honestly, this build is cheap. I mean, it's I feel like you can cheese the whole game with us. I mean, with the exception of the raid and all that, but it's just so stupidly powerful. This is the build you would want to use if you just want to annoy the hell out of everybody. I think there's another guy that's using like a, I promise you it won't be as effective. Tony, overpowered ass build. See all the drops? This is why I matchmake. So for all of you that are like, hey, I can solo this. Good. Keep soloing it. I'll get more drops. I can solo this too. Man, that guy's not even worried about his drops. He's just hauling ass. That's not where I wanted to take cover, but whatever. Oh, what? Damn it, I saw 13% and thought, oh man, I finally got it on the backpack. It's funny, because right before I started shooting this, I got the Slayer, which, in my opinion, is a hilarious name for that gun. You know, the one that shoots the snowballs. Yeah, super clever. I encourage them to keep moving ahead. I love it doing damage and shit, and then at the end of the mission, they look at the damage report and they're like, wait a minute, I know I did more damage than that guy. But they didn't. Damn, son. Damn. Let me lob that one too. Now for these guys. Oop. Got lucky, that dude walked in front of me, I thought I was fucked. Any Araldi would be dope right now. Ooh, there's a chest over here, I think. Yep. Joke's on you, pal. I've already got all those today. Meh.
Hear that?
Yeah, I've already shot all the electric boxes. I did those earlier.
DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the True Sons escape from those. We've got to find a way to close up that tunnel.
That was a beautiful one. I'm gonna take cover here and do it this way. See, that's how it's done, guys. Just like that. I should call this the annoy the hell out of everyone else build. But seriously, this is for farming. I mean, if you want to run around and just obliterate everything stupendously easily. I worded that so bad, but I don't even care, bro. Let's pick this up, drop this here, run over here, drop this here. Hey guys, bye guys. It's just obnoxious. There's no point in this build being as strong as it is. I'm not gonna waste it on.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
Watch your profanity. There's always the one guy. Who is that? We should kick him. Is he coming out? Come on, I hit L1. Throw it. There you go. Can't friggin' see the guy. Now that is how you farm a mission.
Take a position inside the memorial.
It's a decent roll on crit chance, but I know I have better. Alright. We're almost at the build, guys. As soon as I check the damage report and demonstrate that here in a second. I don't think I've ever played with these guys, but I'm intrigued to see exactly how my numbers stacked against theirs. Look at this guy. What the hell is he doing? Come on, man.
If you hadn't stopped them,
Damn it. Every time. Every single time it gets saved by something. Oh well.
how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Come on. Hurry up. Hurry the hell up. Load screen. God, that's so fucking annoying. They want to fix all this dumb shit that helps us. You know? Like, the last maintenance, I think they fixed an error where if you did one of the daily projects on normal difficulty, you got the rewards, even if it was like on hard difficulty or above. Like, cry me a fucking river. Don't fix that. Fix the shit that matters. Yeah, okay. See that? Sploojakio 2, 119 million. Other guy, 9 million. Other guy, 28 million. See that noise? Do you see that? Let's look at this. I took 177,000 damage. Died 0 times. Well, I mean, damage dealt to named enemies, 23 million. Skill damage dealt, 112 million. Like, dude, I've got all these stars. I'm literally a living fucking galaxy with all these stars. You see? I even had the most headshots. What? That has nothing to do with the build. That's just raw skills, son. Anyways, so let me go ahead and hop out of this group so I can go over the build with you. Yes, we're gonna go through yet another loading screen. This is outrageous. These load screens are terrible. I apologize. But we're almost there, guys. We're almost at the build video. And again, I iterate just in case if I haven't said anything yet. I am not the dude that made this build. Jet Forth made this build. He created it. I just took his build, made some slight alterations for my own, and came up with this monster. His build was a monster. I'm not saying mine is any better than his. I just, you know, I'm just giving him credit, man, because he's a cool dude. But now let's go over the build. That's it. All right, guys. So this was Splooge. Like, comment, all right, seriously. So I run with a demolitionist. Now I want you to pay attention to something. On the left side, you can see signature damage is 1,446,000. 0.7. I have to throw the 0.7 in there because if I leave it out, it'll feel alone, and you know, it's too close to Christmas to leave something out of this. Anyways, that's important because of the amount of explosive damage I have on this build. So almost 1.5 million damage. That's just ridiculous. I run the P416, the shotty, and this little revolver dude. Why do I run these guys? Not for any particular reason except for the shotgun. But we'll go with this one, the P416 first. It has status on it. Deal 30% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. Now, Splooge, why in the hell would you use that? Simple. The stinger hive that I was throwing out causes enemies to bleed. That was complicated. I put on Allegro because it already had recharged on it. Recharged. While equipped, skills deployed at full armor had plus 25% duration, charges, and ammo, so that helps specifically with my Stinger Hive. Now, my shotgun. Why do I run this guy? This is the send-off. In order to get this, you have to craft it. To get the blueprint, you have to do the technician field research. I think you have to do the fourth stage or whatever. This shotgun is the balls, guys. I don't want to sound sexist. It's the vag as well. Okay, we'll call it the badge. Just a mixture of balls and vag. I'm sorry. Alright, so this... Get back on track. So the send-off, it has perpetuation. Well, I rolled it on there. Kills grant plus 5% skill duration, mortar ammo, sniper ammo, and charges to the next skill used. Again, that helps with my Stinger Hive. It also has Allegro on there. Not super important, but it does help for those close quarters. Now that perfectly rooted son of a gun, that is the shit. While equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 30% for 15 friggin' seconds. Buff is lost when exiting cover, can occur once per 60 seconds. Now if you noticed, pretty much the whole time I ran through that mission, I was hiding behind something or leaning on a wall or something. That was to get perfectly rooted activated. That freaking talent right there is stupid good. It is so good. Now, with TU6, I think it was TU6 that made the difference here. I don't know. I don't really remember, but either way, damage to elites actually matters with your skills now. So I put damage to elites on both my mag and my short optics. I don't care about optimal range. It's a shotgun. I don't need it. Put stability on there. I could have put crit chance on there, I think, but it doesn't really matter. I don't care about all that. I didn't go over that with my P416, but same concept. You put as much damage to elites as you can. I did stability again and the extended mag, because obviously there are times when you want to shoot. The reason I run this little revolver guy is spike. Headshot kills grant 35% skill damage for 20 seconds. I don't really use it as much as I should, because if I get headshots with that friggin' pistol, dude, the damage you'd be getting from that would just be dumb. And it has in rhythm. While equipped, enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns. Can occur once every 60 seconds. I rolled that on there. And again, well, reload speed, because why not? But, yeah, 5% chance. So, anytime I kill an enemy, 5 times out of 100, it's gonna reset my cooldown. So that's awesome. That's why you want to run the Stinger Hive and the Seeker Mines, because they kind of play off of each other. If the Stinger Hive gets a kill, it has a 5% chance of resetting your Seekers. If your Seekers get a kill, it has a 5% chance of blah blah blah. Now, for the actual gear, hardwired, you want 4 pieces. Why? For that feedback loop. Killing with a skill resets the cooldown of your other skill. Repairing a friendly agent's arm. You know what? I'm not going to be like other people. You can read. You're a smart person. The main gist of it, though, is it'll reset your other cooldown if you get a kill with your skill. And it only does that every 15 seconds. But every 15 seconds, like, that happens more than you would think. I rolled 52% damage to elites onto this guy. I want higher. That's another reason I'm farming a Raldi. I know I could farm masks, but no, not right now. The mod, I put 4.5% explosive damage on there. Mods are key. Before I get any further, and before I forget, I also want you to notice, I have 15 yellows on this build. 205,000 armor, 37,000 health. This build is squishy as a McFucking nugget. Um, it doesn't matter though, because typically you're in cover and you're not taking damage. You know what I mean? So don't heart my LARP over that, please. Hardwired again for the vest. I already explained kind of what it does. I rolled hard hitting onto this guy. It's got crit chance, crit damage. I would like to have weapon damage on there for the moments where, you know, things get kind of nasty and you need the weapon damage, but yeah, I like the way it's set up, honestly. I put 5% explosive damage on there, put as much armor on there as I could. I might need to put more health on it, actually, but I don't know. I like it where it's at right now. That mod, the assault rifle, 6% and 1%, that is the best mod I've found, period. 7% total weapon damage for my assault rifle. That's gnarly. Now for the holster, same, hardwired. 48% skill haste, that's the best I've found. 4.5 explosive damage in each slot for a total of 9% more explosive damage. Go into the knee pads, also hardwired. Rolled skill power onto it, put explosive damage on there, 10,000 health, because I definitely need some health. Got a little bit of armor on kill, but that is not enough to matter. This is the most overpowered exotic in the game. The BTSU data gloves. I said both, so nobody can get upset with it. These things are just stupid, man. Well infused, you gain 10% skill damage, 10% skill healing and repair, and 10% skill duration for every yellow battery you have. That's just dumb. And in order to infuse it, you just have to apply a status effect. That's why I run the Stinger Hive, because it causes the bleed. You see? It all kind of just pieces together. It's crazy. Now the charge proxies, it's pretty cool. Whenever you throw a skill, 1.25 seconds after landing, it creates an explosion. So, if these gloves are glowing red and you throw your skill, it's going to explode wherever it lands. And it deals good damage to them. So there's that. I also put 5% explosive damage on there, 4.5 explosive damage, and again, more armor, because you definitely need armor, right? Now for my backpack. China Light for the 10% explosive damage. You can see what I have rolled on here. Again, I would like higher weapon damage, but it doesn't really matter too much. Skilled. This is one of the biggest pieces of the whole puzzle here. Most people run tech support or perfect tech support, and in my opinion that's ridiculous. Like, yeah, you're gonna do more damage, but I promise you, you're not gonna be throwing out as many seekers as I do, and that's why I did so much more damage than the other guy. So we have skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. 25% every single time I get a skill kill. Alright, so if you guys remember on my revolver, in rhythm gave me a 5% chance every 60 seconds, right? This thing just gives me a 25% chance flat to reset the skill cooldown. So in total, I have a 30% chance to reset the skill cooldown, as long as I get a kill with one of my skills. So usually what I do is I try to throw the Stinger Hive as close to the enemies as I can. You saw the radius on it, like it's freaking huge. I think it's like 15 meters or something like that. So it's nice. But while it's chunking down on them, I'll try to throw my Seeker Mines kind of far away from the enemy, but close enough to where it'll still like track them out and kill them, right? And the reason I do that is because after you throw your Seeker Mine, there's a little moment until it actually like goes on cooldown, and you want it to actually go on cooldown before it actually starts getting kills, otherwise it won't reset, right? So yeah, This also has destructive on there, and I put 4.5 explosive damage on it. Now, I will show you the mods on my stuff. So I have 6 cluster mines, 199.1 skill haste, 98.6% damage. That gives me 509,000 damage, and I can throw out 9 at a time. The cooldown is 16.2 seconds. I could get that a heck of a lot lower. I can show you. I think somewhere in here. Alright, so right there I can get it 12.5 seconds, 10.6 seconds. Yeah, I can get it down. I've got another like 6 mines over here. You know, technically I could throw out 15 mines each, but that's not what I want to do. Because with skilled and in rhythm, I don't need them to cool down. I'm not worried about the cooldown on them. They cool down on their own every time they get a kill. Like, I have a 30% chance. 1 in 3 kills will reset my cooldown as long as I do it correctly. For this guy, my hive, 92.3 damage, 96.7 charges, 92% radius. For those of you that don't know, the charges, that's how you get your cooldown on this thing low. My refill speed is 2.5 seconds. Now watch when I switch it from charges to damage. It goes up to 5 seconds. It friggin' doubles it. Charges is much better than your cooldown, because your charges on the hive is your cooldown. So now that we've been over that, let's go over here to the stats, because this is what I always like. So for starters, the 2 keys here, 90% damage to elites. I mean, that's good even for a gun build, you know? But I have that on my freaking skill power build. And this crap, 111.5% explosive damage. Now this is base. This is before any of those talents proc. Alright? I don't need tech support. I don't need perfect tech support. I've got all I need. 111.5 explosive damage. Plus I've got 15 batteries on here. Alright, so when these BTSUs proc, that's 150% extra damage I'm doing. I mean, dude, when all of this procs, when all of this works together, you deal so much damage, it's stupid. You just evaporate everything on the battlefield. I have ran this in the raid, especially on the tarmac, and in the little part between Weasel and Buddy and Lucy, like where all those ads are. I run it there as well, and it melts everything. It's ridiculous. I've even ran it on Razorback, and I didn't have any issue. The only time I had problems is trying to take down the boomer at Razorback, because I don't have enough gun damage there. But you know, as far as the ads go, they were gone. It was fun. But yeah, I mean, some other little pointers here. I want to reiterate: throw the Stinger Hive as close as you can get to the enemy, so it's constantly beaming down on them. Throw your Seekers away from the enemy so it has time to actually reach cooldown point. And also, use the grenade launcher as much as you can for that maximum damage. This thing just does so much damage, it's ridiculous. The Demolitionist specialization, it gives you explosive damage. I can't remember, I think it's 20 or 25% just by itself. So that's worth considering. Another thing with the Demolitionist is slipping my mind at the moment. I can't remember. Oh, that's what it was, the special ammo. Explosive damage refills your ammo bar, right? So when your ammo bar is full, it drops special ammo. So every time your seeker mines get a kill, it adds to that ammo bar, so you're just constantly getting special ammo. So dude, you pick up so much ammo for this freaking thing that you can pretty much use it throughout an entire mission. I mean, you guys saw it. It's fun. Anyways, I feel like I've talked your ears off and everything. It's 3 in the morning here. I need to be getting to bed. But if you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, let me know with a thumbs up or a comment. If you have questions, seriously, ask it in the comments. I don't mind answering. I actually like it when you guys are curious about the builds and stuff and how they work and all that jazz. I am pretty passionate about the game. It has gotten on my nerves pretty bad lately, but I feel like with the news of the new update coming and everything, has kind of re-sparked my interest. So yeah, I want to help the community as much as I can. So like I said, if you have questions, just reach out. But I don't want to beat a dead horse here. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Even share it if you know anybody that's looking for a good skill build, because this is the best one that I've found. But yeah, guys, I can't thank you enough. And you guys take care. This is Splooge, and I'm out.